Montana, scientific investigation has revealed evidence of a 115-million-year-old gang attack. The raw power of Tenontosaurus was enough to defend itself against a single raptor. But how would it fight against a pack?
When you're attacked by a group, it changes the game considerably. What it means is that even if you're larger than the animals that are trying to kill you, your size may not be an advantage. And in the case of Tenontosaurus, its greater size and strength may not have been enough to handle multiple attackers.
Tenontosaurus is a very sturdy, strongly built animal. The bones are very large, and those bones were clothed with relatively powerful muscles to carry the large animal around. Deinonychus as an animal was certainly a very strong animal, but we think about its skeletal structure, it's relatively delicate.
Tenontosaurus is definitely a far more powerful dinosaur. It's larger, it's a far bigger animal, more powerfully built, more solid bones, a lot more muscle.
The size difference between Tenontosaurus and Deinonychus suggests that in order to attack one, the Deinonychus would be forced to hunt cooperatively to have any chance of bringing it down.
If the Deinonychus was in a group, then the group might be able to overwhelm the Tenontosaur, but it'd be awfully dangerous.
A pack of Deinonychus would be a closer match to an individual Tenontosaurus. So if you've got a whole bunch of Deinonychus operating together, you have about the same muscle strength as you have with a single Tenontosaurus.
The raptor's body design suggests that when it came to speed and agility, it had the upper hand.
Without a doubt, Deinonychus is definitely a faster, more agile animal than Tenontosaurus. You look at the individual bones of a Deinonychus, and they're quite narrow. Its whole structure was built to be able to move quickly and in an agile way.
Agility-wise, Tenontosaurus is certainly much better off than any of the ceratopsians or sauropod dinosaurs because Tenontosaurus can be functionally bipedal, so that gives it a lot more turnability. It's got a fairly rigid tail.
One of the main reasons why raptors are so fast is because of their lung design. As they breathe in, the air travels into their lungs, and then from there it's forced into various bones and vertebrae. That air then ultimately exits the body through holes in some of the bones. It doesn't waste energy pushing that air back out of its throat, so it's at full throttle all the time.
Deinonychus was all about agility, moving around quickly, rapidly, making quick turns, quick movements of its head and neck. We have lots of evidence that that was important for Deinonychus, both from its skeleton, but also from the way its brain and inner ear were structured, which again show very important signs of quick, relatively rapid movements being important for Deinonychus. It's not the case for Tenontosaurus.
Equipped with teeth and claws, the raptor pack came ready for a fight. But the massive tail and sheer mass of the Tenontosaurus would have evened the score.
Tenontosaurus doesn't have much in the way of specific parts of the body adapted as weapons, but it does have sheer muscle strength and this enormous tail, bigger than we see relative to body size than in most of the plant-eating relatives of it.
Tenontosaurus, of course, has the strength and the weight, and it has this extremely long tail that seems to be very massively built, and I think it would use it as a club against the Deinonychus.
Deinonychus clearly has raptor weapons. The sharp claws on each hand, the killing claw on the foot, the razor-sharp teeth in its mouth. He's got the typical weapons of a raptor, and that's what makes a raptor so dangerous.
Raptors were naturally aggressive. With teeth and talons mixed with speed and agility, they were one of the most deadly forces of the time. Tenontosaurus would have had to rely on every trick in the book to survive.